Angel Reese, she continued her long-standing tradition last night of not selling out home games.
Paige Beckers is coming to town. Shout out to Santa Claus. Paige Beckers is, you guys get it. And in their first matchup, they draw a whopping 9,025 people. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys? Where are the Paige Becker supporters? Where are the WNBA supporters? Where are the Reese's Pieces? Where are you guys at? Who has the most TikTok followers? Ooh. Who has the most Twitter followers? Ooh. Who has the most Instagram? Who has the most this? Who has the most that? Who has the most viewership? Who has the most attendance? Who has the biggest impact on the game? We all know the answer to that question, but on a show. So when you see Angel Reese and Paige Beckers locking horns for the first time in the WNBA, you would expect a sellout. I mean, after all, this is the #1 most followed WNBA player on Instagram, followed by the #3 most followed WNBA player on Instagram. And last night, they were in the Wintrust Center, the Wintrust Arena, which holds a capacity of 10.
Recognition doesn't always equate to ratings. Social media followers don't equate to attendance ratings. The Chicago Bravado, they have had 2 home games this year. 2 home games against what the media would call high-profile teams, the New York Equality and the Dallas Wankers. And neither game was a sellout. Matter of fact, both games had the exact same attendance number, 9,025. What are the odds of that? What are the odds that 2 back-to-back games have the exact same attendance number? Yes, this was a traumatic experience, but I was also confused as to why this game was being played at Wintrust Arena. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Paige Beckers is a big star, right? According to the mainstream media. Now, according to the media, these are 2 of the biggest stars in the dump, but for some reason, this high-profile matchup was not moved to the United Center, which I believe is the largest arena in the NBA. With an event of this magnitude, you would think the WNBA would take advantage and move it to an arena that could accommodate an actual crowd. But for some reason, the diva of Dump Divas, Kat Engelbert, she decided to keep the game 30 minutes before tip-off last night. I checked StubHub to see how many tickets were available. As I pulled up the game, I was greeted by a nice message. Hey there, Angel Reese fan. I see you're interested in tickets. You better hurry. These tickets are hot, hot, hot. We have sold 41 tickets in the past hour. Get them while you can.
Nearly 1,000 tickets didn't get sold for this game. The #1 most followed WNBA player? Paige Beckers, the most hyped WNBA player since last year? Very interesting how that works out. Reebok, shout out to Reebok, they go all out for your girl. Reebok already, we're gonna make this Angel Reese's signature logo. They already have a couple PEs ready to go. They have her clothing line. Reebok's behind your girl. Reebok's pushing your girl out there. But how come it's not translating into attendance?
Tip-off. Now, as you can see right here, the purple areas, these are the areas where tickets were still available. 30 minutes before the game, damn near the entire arena was up for sale. For less than $20, you could see these 2 legends in their own minds compete for the first time in the WNBA dump.
The ratings came out for the Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark game. I saw some people actually trying to spin this as a positive, and I was like, they're light, 235,000 viewers. How is that a positive? Back on and play was happening. In fact, they showed back up, a play happened and there was a foul. And we showed back up as they were readjusting themselves from a foul happening. So I don't know how much we actually missed, but you cannot have that if this league hopes to grow. You can't have productions coming back late to these games. Amazon Prime. I mean, they got a problem. And if this team plays like it played last night, the WNBA's got a serious problem. Okay? Because let's say you were still keeping some casual viewers, you will lose them if they believe this team is not good. And a lot of people were like, well, Caitlin Clark's not growing the game if people won't tune in with her. Look, people tuned out when Jordan went to baseball. They tuned out of the NBA when Jordan went to baseball. And then when Jordan retired, they tuned back out again until Kobe.
The real issue isn't just who's on the court, it's how the WNBA is selling the experience. Even with stars like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, the league keeps running into the same wall. Fans aren't showing up in person or tuning in the way everyone hoped. A big part of that comes down to how the games are delivered. Take Reese's much-hyped matchup against the Dallas Wings. Instead of a polished, can't-miss broadcast, fans got a product that felt thrown together. Sometimes broadcasters rely on local feeds instead of a cohesive national show, and on networks like ION, viewers have complained about late returns from commercial breaks. That kind of inconsistency makes it hard for casual fans to take the league seriously. So far, star power alone hasn't solved the WNBA's attendance woes. What's the fix?
So yeah, if these leagues are gonna succeed, it's not the hardcore fan. They got to have the casual viewer. There's nothing to pull in the casual viewer.
When Clark went down, it didn't just hurt her team, it put the spotlight on how much the league depends on a handful of marquee names. Clark's injury exposed the league's reliance on star power and the lack of a broader engagement strategy. The WNBA can't build real momentum if everything hinges on one or two players. It needs to rethink its approach, invest in better marketing, and find ways to keep fans coming back even when the biggest stars aren't on the court. If you think the WNBA can build a sustainable fan base beyond a single star, comment below and subscribe for more deep dives. After seeing $20 tickets and empty stands, do you believe the WNBA can evolve beyond hype?